Hi, my name is Melissa Giles, and this video is called "Are You Being the Clay for the Potter?" And this is Proverbs 25. These also are Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied. It is the glory of God to conceal things, but the glory of kings is to search things out. As the heavens for height and the earth for depth, so is the heart of kings is unsearchable. Take away the dross from the silver, and the smith has material for a vessel. You're the vessel, right? Take away the wicked from the presence of the king, and his throne will be established in righteousness. Do not put yourself forward in the king's presence or stand in the place of the great, for it is better to be told, "Come up here," than to be put lower in the presence of a noble. What your eyes have seen, do not hastily bring into court, for what will you do in the end when your neighbor puts you to shame? Argue your case with your neighbor, him himself, and do not reveal another's secret. Lest he hears you brings you to shame upon you, and your ill repute have no end. Let God take care of it, right? A filthy word spoken is like apples of gold in a setting of silver. Like a gold ring or an ornament of gold is a wise reprover to a listening ear. Like the cold of snow in the time of harvest is a faithful messenger to those who will send him. He refreshes the soul of his masters. Like clouds and wind without rain is a man who boasts of a gift and does not give. Like many times we fall, you guys. Like it's not uncommon because we're human. It's the intention of the heart that God is looking for, that the kings are searching. We're all given gifts, right? We're all given gifts, and they're not gifts. They're gifts, but they're not really like true gifts unless we use them. So why should we talk about them? That's a hard lesson to learn, believe me. With patience and ruler may be persuaded, and a soft tongue will break a bone. If you have found honey, eat only enough for you, lest you have your fill of it and vomit it. Like if you overstay your welcome, right? Let your foot be seldom. This is what this one is. Let your foot be seldom in your neighbor's house, lest he have his fill of you and hate you. A man who bears false witness against his neighbor is like a war club or a sword or a sharp arrow. Trusting in a treacherous man in time of trouble is like a bad toothache or a foot that slips. Whoever sings songs to a heavy heart is like one who takes off a garment on a cold day, and like vinegar and soda or on soda. Be kind to your neighbor. If your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat, and if he's thirsty, give him water to drink. For you will heap burning coals on his head. The Lord will reward you. Love your enemy. Love them. Please forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do, because he's teaching you, right? And we have to love. We have to, I can't express that enough, that we have to love. The north wind brings forth rain, and a backbiting tongue is angry looks. It is better to live in a corner of the housetop than a house shared with a quarrelsome wife. That one's been said before. Like cold water to a thirsty soul, so is good news from a far country. Like a muddied spring, a polluted fountain is the righteous man who gives way before the wicked. It is not good to eat much honey, nor is glorious to seek his own glory. A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls. So a lot of these things have already been talked about in just in a different perspective. So, are you letting God change your way of thinking, or are you still doing things your way? Yeah, that's what that means. So, that's all I have for that one. This is 25 out of 31 videos. Thank you for listening.